Well, good morning, Introduction to Business students. This is Mr.D, and this is week 12 in our 18-week course in Introduction to Business here at Chaffey College. And this week we're going to be looking at the second part of marketing, which is promotions and products. So this really focuses on actually distributing and promoting products. So distributing is what we call the place piece of marketing. And then, of course, the promoting is the P of promoting piece of marketing. And so these are the last two. We already looked at pricing and product. And now we're looking at placement and promotion. And so this is a very important chapter, especially when it comes to more contemporary ways in which we save money. You know, the whole idea of getting the product to the people has become quite expensive, but also areas in which we can really save a lot of money if we do it right. And then, of course, promotions as well. You know, we used to do a lot of print medium and radio and television. Those are very expensive. And now we do a lot more social media, which is a lot less expensive. And you can reach just as large of audiences doing that. And so a lot of companies have adopted a very strategic and robust social media promotional area in their companies. And so it's important for us to understand that, especially as business people, we want to understand how promoting happens and what are the primary means of doing that. And so that's what we'll be looking at this week number 12. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here and go to our homepage in Canvas. So here we are. And you should be seeing our homepage. And here we are. We're going to come down to module number 3. So that's where we're at. We have a couple more weeks. The weekend of Easter is our last week in this module. So right now we're in week number 12. So I'm going to scroll down a couple weeks after spring break. And there we are. So again, we're looking at I got it backwards. I think I did this last week too. Chapter 11. I got you down to chapter 12. I did this last week. I apologize. Yeah. Sorry, I got it wrong in the syllabus. So the syllabus was chapter 10, and then chapter 11 is this week, and then chapter 12 will be next week. So sorry, you're going to be looking at the first chapter in marketing, and that is, excuse me, product and pricing, which are really exciting pieces when it comes to that. So sorry about that. I didn't correct it from last week, but I will correct it next week. I promise. It's not the syllabus is not lining up with the modules in Canvas, so I need to fix the syllabus so that it follows that. So I'll make sure I make a note of that and get that done. So I'll put fix syllabus BUS10, and we'll get that. So either way, you're going to be looking at pricing and product strategy. So read chapter 11, not 12. And then you have a check-in assignment for chapter 11. There's 3 or 4 questions on the chapter. Again, I'm driving you to important concepts that I think are very important for you to know. So make sure you do those and give me a good, solid, detailed answer. Don't give me just a sentence or a few words. That doesn't show me that you're getting the concept. So make sure you give me a substantial answer. And then your homework's really fascinating this week. It's a marketing mix evaluation. So as there's 4 P's to marketing: product, price, placement, and promotions. And actually your book gives the 5th, which is people. I want you to evaluate a business. And I believe in this particular class, I have you evaluating In-N-Out Burger. So here's a backstory to In-N-Out Burger. And then there's some help little things here about the 4 P's of marketing. And this is kind of like a quiz, but you basically go in and you're gonna match some you're gonna watch some videos, and then you're gonna do some matching on what each of those 5 P's are, and then you're gonna basically do an evaluation of In-N-Out Burger. What is their product strategy? What is their pricing strategy? What is their people strategy? What is their placement strategy? What is their promotion strategy? And I want you to really think through each of these concepts and how you see In-N-Out Burger doing it. And then down here, I want you to tell me which of the 5 P's do you feel like they put the most effort into? What is most important to them? What cannot change? And if it changes, it would have a huge impact on In-N-Out Burger. So that's what you need to kind of ask yourself. Why do people wait in long lines for a burger? What is it about In-N-Out Burger that makes their strategy, what area of their strategy is most effective? So that's the homework assignment. It's a really fun one, and hopefully you'll enjoy doing that because it's going to help you see how they strategically have placed all 5 of those P's into various areas of their business to be the most effective that they could be. So make sure I promise you'll really enjoy that particular one. And then you also have the case study from last week that's kind of rolling over into this week. So if you remember, you're doing the TED Talk by Simon Sinek. So that continues on. It's not due yet, but it's going to continue on this week as well. It's due next week. So make sure you continue to do that. And then, of course, you have a quiz on Chapter 11, which the quizzes are, in my opinion, more they're not assessment based, they're more learning based. So the idea of the quiz is you take it, kind of see where you're at, take it again, see where you're at, and it'll always keep your highest score. So don't sweat the quizzes too much. It's really a trial for you and a preparation for further assignments later on. So all right, so that's pretty much it for week number 12, chapter 11. I apologize that it was chapter 12 on your other screen, but I'll make sure I fix that. And then next week, you'll be looking at distributing and promoting products when we look at chapter 12 in week number 13. So have a great week, everyone. And please let me know if you have any issues or concerns or questions. You can get a hold of me via email or text, and I will respond, and we set up a meeting if we need to. Have a great week. You'll see me on video next week.